Hello people, I'm Ginny Metheral. I'm a fourth generation witch. I've been asked loads and loads of questions recently about what it means to be a fourth generation witch and what actually I do every single day. So I thought I'd answer the most common questions. So this is sort of who and what is Ginny Metheral?
Before we get into the video, I just want to tell you about Aura. Aura is the all-in-one health and mental spiritual well-being app. It has got thousands of 5-star reviews and has won countless awards. I like to put on the little stories in the evening and fall asleep to them. I've got to such a state now. With these stories, I put them on, 3 minutes later, I'm in the land of Nod. So great for me. The link is in the description box below, and there is a 25% discount code for you. The first 500 people to sign up will get this 25% discount plus a free trial, so you can try before you buy. So download the app. Have a go for Aura today. It's really easy to sign up and a really useful app for those of you who are psychically, witchily and mentally health orientated.
Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. So the first type of question that I'm always asked is, what type of witch are you? Because, what is a traditional witch? Well, I follow something called the old ways. Although I don't really follow the old ways, I follow my way because witchcraft is so intensely personal. Everybody has particular interests and particular hobbies and within their craft. Mine is sort of everything. So the best you could say that I am is an eclectic witch. I take bits of every single source and inspiration into my witchcraft. However, a lot of it is taught to me through my family and through generations. So, as much as you were taught to tie your shoelaces, I was taught to tie my shoelaces by my mother and cast a circle. The second question that I get asked is, do your spells work? And I'm like, bloody hell, yes. I mean, they work massively. They work in such unexpected ways, though. They don't necessarily work in the way that you sort of envision they're going to work. For example, if you did a money spell, that source of money might come from somewhere that you just did not expect or did not think. This did happen to me when I asked for a lot of money, several hundred thousands of pounds. I got several hundreds of thousands of pounds within 6 months, only because both my parents died very suddenly, very young, and so we sold their house and I got this money. Now, I will never do another money spell again because I would give every single penny back just to have one day with my parents. So be careful what you wish for and what you want. Being a witch is about being your best self and, having fun. I really enjoy the communicating with the moon, communicating with the sun, being outside, growing the herbs, feeling the energies of those things around me and dealing with the good and the bad and the ugly that comes along with it. So this is what my witchcraft does for me. It makes me a better person. What's the best spell that you've ever done? All of them. All my spells work. As I said earlier, all the spells work. I can cast bad spells. I never ever have, because one of the things I do in my witchcraft is to remove bad spells from other people. And so I've seen the damage that it does. And it's as much as I would not walk down the street and punch some stranger in the face than I would cast a bad spell. It's the same thing in my book. So no, I've never cast a bad spell. To my knowledge, they've all been brilliant and good. Where do I get these spells from? Inspiration comes to me from many areas. I do actually make them up myself, or I'll take somebody else's spell that I have nerdily researched into. I do like to take aspects of what they're talking about and learn whether those energies are right for me, and then I turn that into a spell. For example, if I want to do a happiness spell, I will think, what's the greatest symbol of happiness that I can come up with? And that, for me, is the sun. The sun brings happiness. And so I will do a sun spell. What are the ingredients that I use in my spells? They are always everyday stuff. It's probably lots of things that I find in my garden, in my kitchen. I will use all sorts of things. One of my greatest treasures of all time is this, which is a fossilized shell. I'm not going to tell you why it's my greatest treasure of all time. I'm going to ask you to guess. It's a fossilized shell. It came out of my garden. and it is one of my greatest treasures. Possibly the most important ingredient that I use is salt, because it is so protective. And I don't use expensive salt. I use that cheap stuff, that costs 20p from the supermarket, comes in great big bags. That is the salt I use. I do use a pendulum. And beautiful, isn't it? And this is really helpful in divining and interpreting my intuition, because sometimes you just need a little help to get you to where you want to be. And so I use that. The other thing that I use with great abandon all the time is incense. It's a cleansing. It's very useful for interpreting. It gives me, it's smoke, isn't it? I use smoke all the time. I do make my own herb sticks and herb blend sticks, which I dry and use, made out of whatever's in my garden, actually, or whatever I feel like. This is possibly my most used tool.
What are my everyday spells?
I thought I'd also just share with you a couple of really simple spells for you to do on the everyday. So the first spell I want to talk about is a contact spell. If you want someone to contact you, this can be a friend, a mother, an ex-lover, whoever, it doesn't really matter. It's really simple. Take a piece of paper, write their name on the piece of paper 9 times. Whilst you're writing this name out, you've got to hold very clearly in your head how you want them to call you. Do you want them to text you? Do you want them to do it immediately? Do you want to do it next week so you can prepare? Think about it in your mind. At the bottom of the piece of paper, you can put your own name so that you're binding your energy with theirs in this spell on this piece of paper. Take that piece of paper, fold it 3 times into a small packet, and put that in the back of your phone, in your pocket, in your wallet, somewhere which you will be using and you will have connections to, and then you will find that they will call. So let me know how you get on. The other spell I want to show you is a very simple banishment spell. This can be banishing people out of your lives, banishing bad energies out of your lives. We're going to make some black salt for this spell. You're going to take some salt and you're going to mix it with some black soot. This can be charcoal soot, it can be from your fireplace, it can be from your barbecue. It doesn't really matter. I tend to use the soot from my incense and the soot from my charcoal burning. Simply mix it up together in a pestle and mortar. And then stir your salt mix 3 times anti-clockwise. If you stir clockwise, that's a drawing in energy. Anti-clockwise is a pushing out energy. And then you can sprinkle that salt mix across your threshold. And this will make sure that all of those things that you want banished are left out, including other people. Now, this spell will not last forever. It will last possibly for as long as the salt remains by your doorstep. If you've got any more questions, do put them in the comments below and let me know, and I'll try and answer them, because actually it's a fascinating insight having other people ask you questions, because I don't know what you want to know about me. If you want to learn from me, you can do this by going to patreon.com/Ginny Metheral. And on there are several different tiers. Come and join the Witchcraft course tier. It's a really simple and quite a cheap course that you can do in your own time at your own pace. And I promise you, you'll learn. It's highly recommended. If you don't want to do any of that, please do just like and subscribe, because this is really supporting of me. And I need your support, because otherwise I can't make these videos. And thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in my next video.